I am going to use Ransom, which is also kind of it's more of a purpley plum by Urban Decay. I'm going to put that underneath, just a little bit under the bottom. It just kind of pulls this purple into play. Okay, just a little bit. Now I'm going to use my liner. If you watched the tutorial yesterday, I really like a cream liner. So I got my cream liner and my brush, which you need to keep pretty clean. You'll need to get a good brush cleaner. There are lots of different brush cleaners, so they should be pretty easy to find for you online. So I'm going to go back now. Actually, before I do the liner, I am going to use one final color. I usually find a light color. It doesn't really matter at this point what brand you choose. Just find a light color to highlight under the brows. It'll look better if your brows aren't as out of shape as mine. I'm going to go get them done this afternoon. I can't wait. Off topic, but just in case anyone was wondering, I get my brows threaded instead of waxed. It's much better for them. Less tugging and pulling on the skin. Again, less wrinkles. Okay, so back to liner. Now I'm going to take this liner and do just what we did last night. Is I'm getting a little tiny bit. I don't need a lot on my brush. Okay, and I always start a little bit in the center. I take the point into the inner part of my eye there. With little strokes, paint it out till you get almost near the edge. Remember to follow this line up of where you want it to be. Now I know that looks high to some of you, but like I said, I'm a very bold makeup wearer. Pulling that back in. I'm going to go back for a little more here. I'm sure I make hilarious faces while I do this too. But that's how I like my eyeliner. I like it to be very bold, very dramatic. Yours does not have to go out like that at the end, but mine does. Okay, so now I'm going to try to make the other eye look the same. This is hard and it takes practice, and I'm, not even where I want to be with it yet. So just keep working at it. But again, start in the center. I think I mentioned yesterday, I don't recommend pulling on your eye to do this. Just practice at it so that you can get a nice straight line. The more you pull, the more wrinkles you're going to get, for sure. It's not a question. It's the truth. There we go. Fill that in. There we go. Okay, I have my two winged eyes now. Alright, and if you want more details on eyeliner, I did a tutorial last night. You can see that on the website. But I'm not going to go into it right now because we're already getting pretty long. As far as mascara, I don't curl my eyelashes. Some people do. I like to do this. Make sure you get the loose particles of your eyeshadow off, because it'll just clump into the mascara. So this is what I'm using today. This is Fresh. It's very good. You can get this at Sephora also. Don't pump your eyeliner. You see a lot of people going, don't do that. You're just bringing germs in and out, and air bubbles too. Not good. Okay, so get your eyeliner out, or mascara, and you want to kind of blink it on while at the same time like shimmying it back and forth. That'll give you the best effect without clumps. Get it as close to your lash line as possible. You don't want to see that gap. If you like a more dramatic look, you can do the top as well. paint down on it too. It will pull them down though, so you gotta make sure you go up again. And you can layer this as many times as you need to get it to the thickness that you want to have. For the sake of time, I'm just gonna, kind of throw it on there. I'm really picky with my mascara. I play with it for a long, long time. I play with it like this, and then I get out, you know, a comb type brush, like this, to pick the pieces apart, to, spread them. I don't know, I'm obsessed with mascara. But, like I said, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to keep on moving. I'll deal with it for today. Let's get this other eye done here. Make sure you don't get any on the makeup that you just put on. If you do, you're going to need to wipe it off with your finger. That's what I recommend, or a Q-tip, and then make sure you fix the makeup that you just smudged up. So get the mascara how you like it. If you need mascara suggestions, I can give you some. Just message me. I think I've tried everyone on the market. Do not buy a drugstore mascara. You just can't get the same effect. As long as a mascara lasts, it's worth spending the $20 to $30 to get a good brand. It just is. Okay, so I've got that on now. Somewhat okay. Not thrilled, but gotta keep moving. Look, even though I say I gotta keep moving, I'm still obsessing. Okay. Finally, before you leave the house ever, and this is a big thing to me, but a lot of people just breeze over it, do your eyebrows. I don't care who you are, what you are, do your eyebrows. So, I have light eyebrows. I use blonde. I would say 90% of the people in the world, no matter how dark your eyebrows are, can get away with using a blonde liner, unless you want a super dramatic look on your eyes. But, so if you have blonde hair, brown hair, red hair, I would start by trying a blonde liner. You can also use, and see how I'm doing this, little strokes. They actually suggest doing it backwards, but I have a harder time doing it that way. I sometimes start out backwards, but I always end up going forwards again. But little tiny strokes, a little bit goes a long way. There are lots of brow liners that I could suggest. Again, comment if you want some suggestions. You can get pencils like I'm using right now. You can get creams. You can get shadow, like the powders. There's so many different ways to do it. You can get gel. You can get whatever. But I definitely recommend always using an eyebrow liner. Always. So this then is our final look. Remember, I did it really quickly to try to get a tutorial in. It could be done a lot slower and a lot less messy. But this is what you have. Finish off with a nice lip. It can be either subtle or bold, whatever you want. I always do my eyes before my foundation because you're going to get some fallout on your cheeks, and that way your foundation can help cover that up, and you can wash it off before you need to put your foundation on. So I go eyes and then foundation, then lips at the end. So if you have any questions about anything that you saw or want to know the colors again or anything like that, please let me know, and please suggest what you'd like to see for your next video. Thanks a lot for watching.